Hello, my people. Come with me, guys. Let's bake our Nigerian meat pie. First of all, you add your oil, very little oil, so that the oil won't be coming out of your meat pie by the time you want to wrap it together. You put your oil, make it very hot. Then you add your onion. You can add salt before onion, depending if it's close to you. For me, I just do it the way it pleases me. Then after your onions, you put your chopped potato, Irish potato. After your Irish potato, you put your carrots to stir for it to fry very well. You put your carrot inside, you stir very well. As you can see, the way I'm doing it, you stir very well for it to mix and to fry too. Then if you are done, you put your meat inside. This is cow meat. This is actually grounded cow meat. I bought it from the supermarket. You can get it from any supermarket nearby. Then I actually bought 1,000 gram, which is a kilo. So I'm using 500 gram inside, half kilo for my recipe I'm doing. For my carrots and my Irish potato, the measurement was 300 gram, 300. That is what I'm using for them. Okay, in case if you want to use measurement, if you have any measurement, that's why I always measure my things if I'm doing it. So this is how the meat and the carrots, everything turn out. Then the next thing now is my salt. Yeah, then you add salt. You add your pepper, grounded pepper. So people use fresh pepper depending on what you really want. For me, I prefer this pepper because it's very spicy. I like my meat pie very spicy. After this, I add my Maggi inside and stir very well. As you are adding everything, you are stirring everything together, and it's also frying as well. Now we are adding our curry inside. Just teaspoon of curry if you are doing it. Teaspoon of curry. You can use, because I always use little cube of Maggi, those small cube. I use two. You can use one, you can use two, depending on how you need your thing. Then after this, you are supposed to add a little flour inside to make the ingredients to stick together. If you don't add flour inside your mixture you are using for your meat pie, by the time you want to do it, it will not gum together. So it's better we make it this way. By the time you add your flours inside, everything will be very mixed. So you get the perfect recipe. Then you add little water. Mix properly. This is the main work for meat pie. If you are able to do this and it's perfect and sweet, there is no how your meat pie will be perfect. I hope you are getting me, guys. Then after this, now you leave for some times. Our ingredients is ready. This is our flour. I'm using 500 grams of flour, which is half kilo. Then this is my baking powder I'm adding. I'm using teaspoon of baking powder because this sachet we have 2 teaspoons inside, so I use half, which is teaspoon of baking powder inside your 500 grams of flour. Then this is my sugar. I'm using teaspoon. This is 2 teaspoons because I'm using the very bigger spoon. For the salt, it was too much. I have to go throw some away. I'm using teaspoon of salt, then 2 teaspoons of sugar for my flour. So if you are doing it, you have not done it before, you have to look for teaspoon, because me, I'm using bigger spoon because I already know the measurement already. That's why I'm trying to calculate it for. In case if you have not made a meat pie before, if you have not baked meat pie before, this will be very easy for you. Okay, guys, after you must have mixed it like this, You taste it with your tongue if the taste is perfect before you proceed with your butter and the rest things. And you make sure you mix very well, and you also wash your hand properly, then you dry it before starting all these things. This is my butter. I'm using, this is actually 500 grams of butter. I'm using 250, which is half. If you are using a kilo of flour, you are using 500 grams of butter. Yes, that is how you go. Because this is your house food, so you have to prepare it very, very nice. If you are eating these snacks, you know that it's actually the best if you have tested my snacks before. For my new subscribers, you guys are welcome. For my old subscribers, God bless you all. I really appreciate. Thank you. Then you mix very well. After mixing, you add, yes, this is, I actually forget the name. This is nutmeg. You add teaspoon of nutmeg inside. You can actually add it immediately. You add that salt and sugar. Because I never know where I kept it, that I just leave it. Now I found it, I just have to add it. After this, you add your egg inside. You are using 2 eggs for 500 grams of flour. If you can actually use this measurement exactly, you will get everything perfectly. That is the truth. It is very simple and nice. I can testify that my meat pie is actually the best. Yes. Mix properly, very well. This part is a bit difficult. You just have to do it properly. Then you add little milk. If you have condensed milk at home, you use. If you don't have condensed milk, you use liquid milk. Because some people use water actually. For me, I don't like to use water on my own. If you add that milk, you know the texture. It don't have to be very soft. At least moderate is very good. You add little milk together with the egg. It's good to go. You see the way it's looking, fluffy, not too light, not too strong. You see it, so that you'll be able to, at the end of the day, when you are eating it, you get the perfect. After that 2 egg, if you really want to do the measurement, you can just take like 50 gram. Just take little cup, like 50 gram. Just pour the milk very small, like 50, then add it inside. 50 or 100 depending on what you want. But in here now, I'm already through with my baking because I was not able to record where I was rolling it. This is how it turned out. So next time, see you guys.